Is Jennifer Victoria Bell, and I wanted to share a little bit of what happened today for me and what keeps coming through and why, like what's really important for us right now. Okay. Um, First, welcome, and if you are joining me, please say aloha or hi or hola, whatever you greetings and salutation, whatever you normally say. Just let me know that you're here, and so I just so we can say hi. But I wanted to. I'll share first. I'm going to share the messages from nature later. First, I want to just share a little bit about how we were being manipulated, and it's very clear. Oh, that's great, Crystal. So everybody, there's a lot, right? There's a lot of political divide, and that's purposeful, right? There's a purposeful political divide of people. And the truth is that the political system itself and anyone who really is engaging with it is really satanically principled. Now, I know people react when I say that, but there are principles of Satanism that are being carried out, and also communism. Let's be realistic, because every politician swore an oath to uphold our Constitution. Every single one. That is no matter what. That is a non-negotiable. So basically, every single politician right now should be under arrest. This is the truth. They've already violated their oath. They're not upholding their oath. They do not care about people. They just care about the agenda and the system. And what they really care about is keeping us so divided. So much division, right? And it's absolutely frustrating because people don't even realize how their nervous system has been infiltrated by this divisive energy. And they're going to identify with their political party and hold on to it, right, for dear life. They'd rather hold on to those ideologies, which are actually satanic ideologies for the most part. I'm just going to say it. And they'd rather hold on to that, right? They'd rather hold on to that than really just tune in and start to listen and start to see that all of humanity is in trouble right now. All of humanity is in trouble right now, because when a great amount of people, especially politicians, violate their oath, what they're saying is, I no longer believe in the Creator. That is the underlying message of what they're saying. And I no longer honor the fact that you are a being that is protected by the laws of creation. I'm getting loud because this is an absolute truth, and man-made laws is really a legal fiction. It's a legal fiction. It's a way to control all of us. It doesn't matter what country you live in. It really doesn't matter. So I want to share, because I think it's very important, and I hope people share this and understand. It doesn't really, everybody wants to identify with a political party. What you're really saying is that we should be identifying with other humans, not based on how that political party is telling us to identify with humans, but based on the laws of creation. So this is where we get in trouble here. The virtue signaling is a problem. And also this moral relativism. This is moral relativism because they're not adhering to the laws of creation. And I'm going to tell you, just even for myself personally, that this is what my intention is to do on a daily basis. My intention is to uphold these laws for myself and all my clients through everything I offer, through everything I stand for, which means I've had to do a lot of reorganizing of my own principles because of that. So this is why we're in trouble, because there's been this they've created chaos and confusion, but they've been laying that roadwork for a very long time, a very, very long time, throughout our education system, through the medical system, through the political system, right, through a lot of systems we engage with, right, through the legal system. So maybe you might be tired of hearing this from me, but we need to say this because we need to come together. We need to come together as a people. We are, right? We are the people. We the people. And we need to forget about these political parties and what they've told you to believe in, and we need to believe in the freedoms of each person. Because basically what everybody's saying is, well, I identify as this political party, so I must do exactly what they tell me to do. So I must support this and I must support that. And no. You're losing your individuality. You're draining your own unique essence by giving your life force energy to that identification. We have to identify. All of us need to start identifying, no matter how frustrating people are, with the fact that we the people, right? We are the people, and we the people have to come together and start to treat each other, right, with great love, with great honor, based on the laws of creation. Based on that. Not based on the political system, because the political system is a fiction. It's a man-made fiction. It's basically saying we make the laws, right? No, Creator has already made the law. It's why we have that these are the Bill of Rights that allow you to protect the laws that have been given to you by the Creator. So they knew, the Founding Fathers knew, right? They knew this. But the thing is that we the people, a lot of we the people don't understand this. They're busy people pleasing. They're busy identifying with a political party that's just trying to manipulate them and use them for their own agenda. And I'm watching many, many people fall. I'm watching their individuality fall away. So I wanted to share that because this is not a political thing we're going through, okay? This is a spiritual war. I don't care what anyone says. A lot of people are like, a lot of people that are still stuck in this 5D bubble are like, we're not at war. This is the, we're not at war. Yes, we are. And we need to understand that, and we need to come together, and we need to understand that our, even spiritual realities or spiritual communities and spiritual teachings have been hacked into by this system that's created the political system. You think they were going to let us just get off scot-free? No, they had to create a way to corral people who were waking up as well, and they've done it. Okay, so you need to start looking at that. You need to start looking at the laws of creation. So, and I know I've shared enough about what's moral and immoral, and if you need a reminder, it's theft. Theft of life, theft of sexual consent, theft of freedom to choose, theft of property, theft of privacy, and I would add with the life part, theft of vital life force energy. So there's a quick reminder. What's immoral? Everything else is moral. So now let's get to the nature part. So I realized, and I've been doing a lot of sharing about this, that here's the way through this. The way through this is an important way through. Is that we have to, again, it comes to the laws of creation. It comes to embodying and taking action based on your unique design and in alignment with the laws of creation on a daily basis in every single thing you do. So um, basically, I've got it. So we we need to just keep acknowledging this internal, right, connection with between body and soul. So it's body, soul, and really heart is the key here, right? The heart is the key to all of that connection. And that's the microcosm. That's our microcosm. And the macrocosm, which we still also need to align with, is is Mother Earth, right? Right now I'm Mother Kauai, and basically Creator. It sounds like, well, I already do that. Well, this is like taking it to the next level and embodying that truth as you uniquely do, and then making choices every day to do that. Taking the right action based on that alignment. So since that's happened, I've got a lot of messages from nature like bursting through. And so I went on a hike today, and I'll share some pictures. Like, I went alone. Oh, and I went on a very short hike actually, and it started pouring rain. But before that happened, I was on this trail. Not a lot of people go on this trail, and it's not like the most rigorous trail. It's like just my pace, nice and relaxing. But they're just the flowers were beautiful, and they were all sharing, and there was this beautiful orchid, and one of the things that's interesting is I just I ask for permission to connect. I thank them for being here, and I feel them thanking. A lot of times nature, what it does, or a plant or a tree, they thank me for recording their life force. They thank me for it's like recording it in the Akashic records, that someone actually does that, because I take the time to really make sure I commit my connection with them to memory, to cellular memory. So I've been doing that for a while, or for a few years now. And so today was interesting because there was a beautiful orchid that was just growing naturally, and it's so nice to live somewhere where orchids grow naturally. And I broke down crying. I was just tearing up because I could feel the support, right? So much support from nature and through that flower, and I was just so grateful and thankful. And she was very grateful that I noticed her. People walk by her. People walk by. They don't even notice. They don't even see it there. So that's why it's like when I hike, it takes forever, because I'm like, oh, what's this? What's that? Right? Oh, this one's talking to me, and that one's talking to me. So I kind of get like a little, it looks like I'm distracted, but I'm actually very focused on interdimensional communication. And then, because it started pouring rain, I left that trail and I went to another trail. Or I went for a walk, it's like this bike path along the beach, but then I found like a little trail, of course, into this little area that no one's there. It's overlooking the ocean. It's beautiful. And I sat there and meditated for a while, and then when I started to walk back, I felt like we have these, I don't know the name of these flowers, but they have a heart-shaped leaf, and I'll post a picture. And they kind I feel what nature or flowers or any kind of nature being or consciousness or intelligence does with me. They'll reach out and grab me. I mean, I feel it like someone's touching me. And so I saw this flower, and it's kind of viney, and there's this metal fence, right? And it's actually growing. It's overtaking the fence, and I thought, oh my goodness, of course. A lot of what's happening with, I would say, one of the key components for the AI takeover of humanity is how much metal you have in your system. It's one of those things that we need to start detoxing from our system. I don't have a good detox yet. When I do, I'll let you know. I'm endeavoring on that path right now. But I saw the metal was not winning. Nature was winning. And I got that clear message, how protective nature is, how much it wants to help, how much it's still here, and how important it is that we all connect with nature, even if it's a house plant, even if you don't live somewhere where there's a lot of nature around you, get some around you and start talking to nature. I suggest organic plants, by the way, because you want them to be in their, as close to their original blueprint and matrix and their original frequency as possible, because they will reflect to you yours. That's what nature does. It reflects the truth of you. This is why this whole system, it's not just a political system. There's something behind all these satanically principled systems that we're living through. And what's behind that, or the beings and groups or whatever behind it, it's a smaller number than the numbers of us. That's the truth. And it's a smaller number than the number of friggin' plants on the planet, that's for sure. So what I'm saying is that nature is really, I think she's gotten a nice rest right now. She's getting a rest. She's gathering her strength. And it's time for us to really connect in. And I'm going to be offering some things to help people with this, to really create conscious connection and interdimensional communication with the natural realms, so that we can really fortify that on the planet. And like that connection, that they reflect your own nature back to you. They reflect your own the truth of your DNA. That it's just by connecting, just by expressing gratitude, just through that care you give this plant is the care that they will give back to you. So but I loved how, and I'll post the pictures, but I loved how nature basically, you'll see the picture, you'll see the message, you'll feel it in the picture. So just, I'll create a post about it, but you'll definitely feel it in the picture. The energy of the of the plant realms and flower realms and nature intelligence, they're just sitting there like grinning, like, look, we've taken over this metal, this fence. That fence couldn't do anything. Could not do anything, because you know what? Nature is real magic. Artificial intelligence is smoke and mirrors. And I'm going to say it again, because I'm actually saying it to any artificial intelligence or nanotechnology that tries to come through my devices. You have no real magic. But nature has real magic. And it's very powerful, very potent, very protective, and very loving, and very interested in maintaining a real connection with humans. Real humans, not genetically modified humans. Nature doesn't want to be genetically modified, and neither do we. So let that sink in. So I hope that's helpful, and I hope you can feel the strength of that, and I hope that you can start to, really feel that. Really feel when you're walking by a plant or a tree, how it's reflecting to you the truth of you. That's what it is designed to do, especially if it has not been genetically modified. So you can see when I say that, with how many years of genetically modified food's been around, or what they're calling bio-fortified now. Very long time. So they've been working on this planet, they've been working on this plan for a long time. We've been asleep at the switch. We've been asleep. I would say some of us have been awake, but not knowing what to do, right? And this is a very key thing. We've got to come together with nature at this time with great gratitude and respect and honor in our hearts, in our beingness. And again, take action every day that's in alignment with your own inner nature, the laws of creation. So I was excited to come back and share that, because it was really clear, and I've been wondering, because I feel a lot of changes, especially in the elemental realms. It just doesn't feel the same. There's something going on. And that concerned me. That gave me great concern. So I've been, really tuning in to Kauai, just to her, Mother Kauai, because, nature is very rich here. And there's a lot of nature that doesn't see humans. And I've had some very interesting experiences with nature here that people might not believe if you've never had them yourself. So I know some of you believe, though. So I hope this is helpful. And again, I'm going to get some things together to help people to start to work with nature intelligence on a bigger scale, and also as a way to do, we could say, world service for the earth in a way that is in alignment with the laws of creation. Because a lot of people do a lot of things like healing for the planet. They never even talk to the planet. They never, the earthly planes. They don't really talk to Mother Earth. They don't even see what's needed, what's necessary. So it's interesting. So that's why I'm saying it's important to understand the laws of creation, because we have creator and creation. And that is the alignment we need to be in. Aligned by the heart intelligence. So lots of love and aloha. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to tag me below if you're watching this on Facebook.